I'm Meg, a trainee at Boys Turner in Reading. Today I'm joined by Paul Linsell and Alexander Wright, both partners at Boys Turner, to talk about International Men's Day. International Men's Day falls on the 19th of November and offers us the opportunity to celebrate men's contribution to society, as well as highlight issues that men and boys face around the world. Today we're going to focus on men's mental health and together share some experiences and see how we can make a positive difference to the lives of men and boys. Hi Bo, thank you for joining me.
Pleasure.
How are we?
Very welcome. Absolutely fine, thanks.
Well, yes, I will get straight to it. One of my first questions is, what does being a man mean to you, and how does that compare to what you thought a man was supposed to be?
Yeah, interesting question. So the whole sort of ideal man masculinity, what you should be when you grow up. The idea of masculinity to me is just a complete sort of non-starter and irrelevant to me. When I was growing up, I wasn't thinking about who I should aspire to be, what I should be like. So I never thought I need to conform in some sort of way to what a man should be. And in my career, I've only worked with strong women. Just as it happens, all of my bosses have been strong women, and that's sort of shaped me from my start in the legal career. So it's never been something that I've been particularly bothered by.
Oh, that's refreshing to hear, because you think it would be the opposite with some media and things. You're always looking to the way men should look and feel, but it's good to know that it's not possibly as oppressive as sometimes it can seem. How about you, Paul?
I mean, similar experience, I suppose, in terms of particularly work. I think the legal industry potentially is more female oriented. And I think similar, I've had many female bosses who have been strong women. I think the sort of concept of masculinity, I think, is a really, I find, quite odd one. I think there are, as you say, in the media, a lot of things out there sort of promoting that men have to be a certain way, and you've got to be the sort of strong person, the sort of rock of everyone, and there's all this sort of perception around that. And sort of masculinity, I think, immediately sort of conjure images of big, sort of muscly men, but I don't think I necessarily ever kind of bought into that. I think, what does masculinity mean to me? I'm not sure it really means very much, if I'm completely honest. I think I don't really see it as you have to be something to be a man. So I don't really know. I mean, it's quite a difficult concept, I think, for me. I sort of don't have a particular view as to this is what it means.
Yeah, in many ways I just feel like a tall boy with a beard. I mean, just at some point, at some point, I went from teenager to young adult, and now people are asking me what it feels like to be a man. I think
we are the model.
yeah. Good pick, by the way. Yeah. So when you think about, okay, so they need to be tall, strong, full head of hair, probably is what a man was supposed to, or thought of the ideal man should have been, what you should aspire to be. Probably straight and have children, because if you can't have children, then that's not a man. All of these things. Just if you think about it for a moment, is that a healthy construct? Is that a healthy message to be sending to anyone? And should you be accepting that, or should you be challenging it? And one of the reasons why we're quite happy to sit here and say it's all a bit of rubbish is because absolutely challenge it. Most important thing is that you're healthy, happy, kind, and yourself. And if you're trying to be something else, then you're not really going to be any of those.
Yeah, completely right. And I think you both hit the nail on the head. Men, like everyone, we're diverse. We're not one set of people. A boy can cry, a boy can be gay, anything, and there shouldn't be any limits. So yeah, fantastic.
I think that's it. I think that sort of be yourself, I think, is, to me, if you're talking about what should it mean, that's probably the biggest thing, but that applies to anyone. It's not just to men, but I think it probably is true that there is that image, and I think it is quite concerning. I think particularly if you're thinking about children and sort of what they're being fed, and I think I mean, we're probably both of an age where you kind of missed that social media wave when you were of those sort of formative teenage years. And it's concerning. I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there now and sort of pushing those images for girls and boys. But I think in similar ways about how you look and how you're perceived rather than actually who you are.